looking for 3rd and short from the 30. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Touch pass on the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And he just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
To the ground with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Wildcats! They grab the early lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A little release to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and some.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll try the right side. The Wildcats get enough to move the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Running back searching for a hole.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Kentucky 7, Wisconsin 0.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 8 in the end.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 28 to Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires and picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this now, you've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
Lining up to add another. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Just trucks through it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You got him in 3rd and long. You know it's a pass. No, it's not until it isn't. They run the football. They get a first down. Frustration. Got to move on to the next play.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Kentucky! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking the play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Can't hang on. He muffs it. First down for this offense. Snags it quickly on the left. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Red pass, it's complete. That's 20. He's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Kentucky trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, and the ball is wiggled free. The ball's going to go out of bounds. That's in the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score there. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early.
He's looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Slams it ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Kentucky 39, Wisconsin 6.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
To the ground. He's got it again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half. With the score, Kentucky 39, Wisconsin 6.
Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Set to advance on the ball.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He finds his man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 35. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Wide out in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Keeps the legs moving. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set.
Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming with.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backwards. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead from the right side.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man on the right. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. running for it on 4th down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10.
3-25.
He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Going to the run, it's Harvey. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the route is on.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, You might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
On second down, wants to throw. Going over the top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing.
Got a lot of running room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Smashes through. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Now they'll run it to the right here. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Absolute shank. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now on 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now the toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to...
He uncorks one deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the gas, kids, wide open ahead. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to scramble. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.